Hello there. Happy Veda Day. 15, I think. Yeah. Well, it was going to be a different type of video today, but I got distracted. And the reason I got distracted? April the giraffe had her calf today. Way! So now I don't need to sit up late at night watching her. I thought she was going. I was talking with Sean last night and I said, sure she's having that calf, because she was pacing and pacing about. She was like a cat on hot bricks last night. So anyway, I looked at her this morning and she looked quite fine, so I started doing my breakfast and that, and then I got a message from Charles saying, she's having it, she's having it. So I went back and I thought, that was quick. And then there was this bag of water hanging out the back of her, so I thought, oh, she is. That must have been quick, because I looked at her not 10 minutes ago and she was fine. So of course then I was glued. Couldn't stop watching till she gave birth. It was actually a lot tinier than I thought it was going to be. The way they kept saying it was going to weigh 150 pounds and it was going to be 6 foot tall, I was expecting this massive giraffe coming out the back of her. And then when she was struggling a bit with it, she got the feet out and then she was struggling, and I thought, yeah, it's going to be huge, this. But then I looked at the little legs and I thought, they're not that long. Can't be that massive. Anyway, I suppose she's a normal size for a giraffe, but it was so funny. Every time she was doing something, I was like pushing with her, bringing back awful memories it was. Yes. Anyway, before April started all this shenanigans, I'd also put the big metal table outside on the decking, because I was going to do all the measuring ready for Etsy, get it all on. Because I want a big table to measure everything out, because I like to tell everybody exact sizes of everything. So Dina said to me, why don't you do a different kind of Veda? Why don't you show what you're doing, show you measuring things and show what you're putting on Etsy. It's a great idea. So we're in the middle of doing that. Calf had been born, so I thought, right, we can crack on now. Looked at the weather, I thought it looked very promising, but I thought, never mind, we'll just get on with it before it goes dark. Doorbell rings. My son and my daughter-in-law. And they brought me the new dog to show. She's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. She's a collie cross, so she's black and white, but she's part whippet, so she's only slender. She's a lovely, beautiful dog, but of course they couldn't bring her in because Gigi was doing his nut. And I didn't have his cage. And she's already nervous. She's nervous of all dogs. They're trying to socialise her at the moment. But like my daughter-in-law says, I don't think she's ready for Gigi. I don't think anybody's ready for Gigi. So, anyway, you might notice the tripod's come. I'm all lovely and straight now. Well, I should be anyway. So, my son had the other, he's convinced he can repair it. So, whatever. Because he liked to borrow it, because he's got a super duper nice camera. And he liked to watch the birds, take really close-up pictures of the birds. Because I have a lot that come visit the garden. And they were really good photographs, because his camera, is not like mine. Mine's just a snapper, point and clicker. But his is, super duper one. You can tune in and twiddle. I could never work one, so it's no good me getting one, because my ex-husband he joined a photography club. It will be years ago, won't it? And for the time he bought this superb camera. I mean, now it's all old-fashioned, because now it's all digital, isn't it? So I'm talking before digital. We're talking film, But he took some absolutely superb photographs with it. And he said to me, why don't you borrow it, and take some photos. Oh, by the time I got this right, that right, this, that, the aperture right, I said, no, leave me with a point and click. I'm happier. I will never be a photographer. As you probably notice when you look at me. Oh, I've got something flew in my eye then. As you will notice when you look at my Etsy photographs, I'm not a photographer. If it hits the spot, it's a wonder, you know. Anyway, if it's not raining tomorrow and if the sun's shining, then hopefully I will get the things done. Once they're measured, you see. Oh, excuse me, my nose is running. That was just going outside and coming in. Because I've had to put the heating on, it's gone that cold. I like everything to be just so from the Etsy shop, the measurements. So hopefully you'll see me do that tomorrow. Once everything's done, you see, it's quite an easier task just to type them up and put them on Etsy. Photographs are done. It's just the measurements are not done. And there's quite a pile of them as well. Oh, excuse me. Including the neckerchiefs, neck things with fringe on that Sue did. Well, I don't know whether Sue's away this weekend or not. She and her partner are off. So maybe they've gone somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, he flies off on Monday, so going somewhere or other. So she did say she would try and come down Monday. So fingers crossed, she'll be on Veda, or Veda, whatever you want to call it. 2050, 17 she should be on. So this one's going to be a short one because I'm not even doing my knitting. Because I've got to the bit where I've got to shape at the front and shape at the armholes at the same time. It's like sort of patting your head and scratching your tummy at the same time, isn't it? Or rubbing your tummy, isn't it? Rubbing your tummy and patting your head. I could never, ever do that when I was a kid. My friends could all do it and they all used to giggle because I couldn't, you know. Whichever did, I'd either start patting both or rubbing both. I couldn't do two different things with different hands. Yeah, it's funny that because when I was little I used to draw with both hands and colour with both hands. You know, maybe my mind just went to one side after a while, just right-sided. When I was little, my mum said I used to do things with my left hand, and I still do certain things with my left hand. But other things I'm right-handed. I'm left-footed. Everything I do is with my left foot. I kick footballs and that with my left foot, so I'm left-footed and right-handed. Oh well. Anyway, he's going to bark at something and I don't know quite what he's going to bark at because there's nothing there and nobody there, not even a cat. Perhaps he's just remembering Holly. He was doing his nut when Holly was at the door. I don't know why he will not socialise too good. Yeah. He sat on the chair because he's waiting for his dinner. Yesterday he was in, I don't know what was wrong with him, he wouldn't have his breakfast and then he wouldn't have his tea. And he never even asked me for any of my tea. Not that he would have liked it because it was tomato soup and garlic dough balls. I think I told you I've got no appetite these days. Not for big meals anyway. Can't eat a big meal. So I don't know what we're having tonight, but he ate his breakfast this morning and no doubt he'll eat his tea. But yesterday he didn't eat either of them and he just slept in his bed all evening. So maybe he was a little bit out of sorts, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with my tripod. It was only a cheap one. You know me, cheap and cheerful. Or second hand, but this one was new. But because the other one got lost in the post, they actually sent this one track and trace, whatever it is. So thankfully it turned up. Didn't do any more knitting last night. I was just absolutely, I think I told you yesterday. Somebody remarked I looked tired. I was tired. And today I probably look tired because I've not got the full makeup on. Just got a bit of eyeshadow on and that. So I'm definitely not going outside now because it's still raining. So I'm going to get us some dinner. And then I'm going to get ready to watch Sian's Crafty Corner later on tonight. Then I might do my knitting. Because I'll have access to a piece of paper and a pencil then. So I have like two columns, you know, one for the armhole side and one for the V-neck side. So I know which one to cross off. All the stitch twizzler things, all the stitch what do you call them? I've even got one of those clickers. Yeah, as we said, it looks like a frog. It does, a green. I got mine from Grace as well. He just reminds me of a little green frog hanging around my neck. I have to put it on a string, otherwise I'll lose it. I've already lost one. I bought myself one years ago. I went to a knit and craft show years back and bought one. And it's in the house somewhere. I'll find it one day. So hopefully I'll do a bit of knitting tonight, and then maybe tomorrow you will get the Veda that I promised today, of me measuring up the things ready for Etsy. So the wind is blowing a bit and my tree is looking very overblown. I would imagine by tomorrow there won't be any blossoms on it at all. Why is it only nice for a week? You get a lovely tree. 99.9% of the time it's green leaves. But today and last week, yeah, if I'm lucky I get about 2 weeks of blossom. That's it. Wouldn't mind if it blossomed more than once, like twice a year. Or if it blossomed for a few months, you know. But no, it's definitely a spring blossom. Right, it's going darker and darker and the rain's coming down. And I don't want to pull my table in because I find it so hard to manhandle because it's so big, you know. And I'm always frightened of trapping my fingers in it. So I'm going now, as I said before. Going to decide what lovely's in the fridge or the freezer I will have for my tea. Still got the sausages, but I still don't fancy them. But they're all right until the 17th, so I don't need to eat them today. Righty-ho. Bye for now. Have a happy, I'm going to say happy Friday. It's not Friday. Saturday. Have a happy Saturday. Bye for now.